A lot of you are elevating people in your consciousness that does not belong there. You're elevating people in your consciousness who mirrors your own childhood wounds and your own childhood dynamics. Okay? So if you had a parent who was emotionally unavailable, whether it was your mother or your father, a parent who you had that please love me dynamic with, who you didn't feel seen by, when you attract someone in your romantic life who tends to mirror these dynamics, you may have something called limerance about them. Limerance is kind of like a form of obsession. You're living this fantasy life about them in your mind, right? You're putting them on a pedestal. You're making them out to be something more than what they actually are. Okay? You don't really fully know them, because if they were emotionally available, then you would know them, right? It is time to dethrone this person, because having this person on a pedestal is taking up so much space in your energetic field, in your consciousness, that you are not having enough space to actually attract the divine love that you truly, truly desire. Someone who is emotionally available, right? Now, something I also want to say, not only do you need to dethrone them, but also look within yourself and ask yourself, are you truly emotionally available? Are you truly emotionally in a healthy space? Are you someone who can have a secure attachment style? Because usually when we have emotionally unavailable parents, a lot of the times you may end up having an insecure attachment style. Now, there are so many different types of attachment styles that are insecure. We have the dismissive avoidant, who has that fear of abandonment. So what they do is they become hyper independent and they act as if they don't need anyone or need anything. So what they tend to do is shut down or pull away. So when love comes too close, they run, right? And then we have the anxious attachment style person, who, if they feel you pull away slightly, or if they perceive anything that feels like you possibly not being fully present with them, they're hyper vigilant, and they become obsessive and clingy, and they're the ones who can be kind of puppet stringed, right? Which is not good. So if you have that anxious attachment style, really, really work on it, because a lot of crimes of passion happens with people with anxious attachment styles. You know what I'm saying? And when you have the fearful avoidant attachment style, you have a desire to be really close to someone, but you're also super, super afraid that they're going to leave you, right? A lot of it is all grounded in like a fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection. And when I tell you, it is nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, let's be honest, literally, we're all connected through the collective unconscious. We all have our amygdalas. So everything within our subconscious mind is still connected to our ancestors. And remembering that back in ancient times, if you were abandoned, if you were pushed away from the village, you died. You got eaten by bears and lions, right? You ain't have nowhere to sleep. So we need it to be accepted. We need it to be a part of something. We need it to belong. We need it to belong to love, to care, right? And remembering that love is the frequency of God. Love is the frequency of the divine. So when it comes to our loving relationships, when someone pushes you away, it literally hurts so bad, because it feels like they're pushing you away from God. It feels like they're pushing you out of the goddess, right? They're pushing you away from source, right? But this is where we have to be careful, because it can feel that way. It really can. But source is also within you. Source is within every being. Source is within you. Okay? So yes, God and the universe will use certain people to send love through. But God will also have love coming through other people too. You can meditate and connect to source. You can pray and connect to God. You can connect to the goddess. So I want you to dethrone this person who is not fully showing up for you, who is not making you feel seen, not making you feel safe, not making you feel heard, downgrade them energetically. Put yourself back on that throne where you belong, because when you put somebody on a pedestal, you put yourself beneath them. And honey, let me tell you something. If you're watching this video, if you're following my teachings, if you are my client, honey, there is not one freaking soul on this planet that you are beneath, okay? Because that means you are a goddess, or you are a god, you are a king, you are a queen. I don't even care what your life is like. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what race, what ethnicity. You are divine because God is within you. The goddess is within you, okay? So what I want you to take from this video is to dethrone that person that you may have been obsessing about. Dethrone anyone who is mirroring your childhood dynamics, and instead of focusing on them, see that they are simply just a manifestation to trigger you into realizing where your subconscious wounds still are, so that you can do that inner healing work and realize that it's time for you to work on that mother wound that's triggered. It's time for you to really grieve and work on that father wound that's triggered, and understand that, you know, there's so many different ways to work on these wounds. You know, you don't even have to talk to your parents about what's going on. You can journal through it. You book your sessions with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can work with God to help you with your father wound. You work with the goddess to help you with your mother wounds. It's time to focus on the wounds that these people are triggering within you, so that you can stop attracting the same person in a different body. We have to hop off of these programs. We have to hop off of these very wounded neural synapses in our subconscious mind, so that we can create new ones, okay? And so, yes, y'all, if you have made it this far in this video is for you. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more delicious videos like this that's helping you to understand the metaphysics of your mental health, okay? And drop 4 hearts in the comments. Let me know what came up for you during this, and feel free to book a session with me if you would like some assistance through your healing journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.